Today is one of the biggest outdoor projects we've ever taken on, and if everything goes according to plan, this entire area is going to look completely different by the end of this series. Welcome back to the Double Wide. Welcome if you're new. My name is Marina. We have spent months planning this, changing the design, and trying to make sure we only have to build this once. Whether it be our ignorance or the weather, we tackle it together, and we get the thing done.
For greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Yeah!
The I am Moana in the background.
I am Moana!
I'm just saying, if I ain't lost 500 pounds by in the morning, I'm going to God for a refund.
We got in the house at 1:30.
We might have another storm headed here.
Christian expletive! Christian expletive!
That was a lot of Christian expletives.
Fudge fucking cookie monster, I tell you what!
Alright, so I just tried these mics and I fixed the audio here in a minute. I don't know how I feel about them yet, but I do need them for this video. So y'all are about to hear an intro. It'll probably sound a little muffled, but I fixed the audio in the video because I just realized it's off. So here's the intro. The audio should be fixed after that. Hey, what y'all think about these microphones here? I bought these little microphones just for this video because I knew I would need them working on the project that we're working on in today's video. I also got one for Shane. Well, let me show you how that went yesterday when they came in the mail and we were playing with them. What's the difference between talking in the speaker end and talking in this end? Talking in the speaker end, talking in this end. I can control your mic.
I don't like that one bit.
I don't know which is which.
That won't be censored.
I don't know how much of the goats it actually cuts out. It might not cut out none at all. It might just be me and a bunch of goats banging in the background. I am going to be a little bit further away from the camera in this video, and so I wanted to have something that you would be able to hear me without me hollering across the field. So hopefully this works for these kind of videos in the future and for this one. Girl, it don't. You actually felt like throwing them away whenever you watch this back. If you're new here, my name is Marina, and I do mobile home living in the hills of East Tennessee in a double wide that's as old as me. This land that you see right here is my gift from God. We went for the trailer park to a hill with the trailer. A double wide on acreage was my absolute dream, and the Lord took our hands, our feet, and your eyeballs, put them to work and made that dream happen. And there are many dreams that He's made happen, this double wide being one of the biggest ones. So I've had a set of dreams since I was a kid, and every single one of those dreams but one has happened, meaning I can die a happy camper. If I died tomorrow, the Lord has outdone Himself in my life. Can you hear? Do you have yours on?
Huh?
Do you have yours on?
Spirit fingers.
Oh Lord, these. That being said, He is plowing through the finish line here with my list of dreams with this last one that is actually blowing my socks off.
Now, hold on a minute. Finish line.
Yeah.
He ain't got no finish line. It's going to be one busting after another.
This ain't nothing else I want. I'm the happiest person on the planet. There ain't nothing else I want. I don't want a mansion. I don't want a big old car. I don't want a Lamborghini. I don't want a designer purse. I don't want nothing. Lord, after this, like, I'm good.
Now, wait a minute.
I got my family. I got my trailer. I got y'all. And I got this new thing coming. And I am dandy.
Wait a minute. Someday grandbabies.
Bruh, grandbabies is yeah, okay. Yeah, that one does count too. I never thought I'd be able to have kids. God bless me with 4. I never thought I'd get married. God bless me with that. And I never thought I'd get my act together. I never thought I'd get my act together. God got it together for me, through me. Never thought I'd own a trailer on land. That was the ultimate dream. God did it.
Twice over because it's a double wide.
twice over because it's a double wide trailer. He put 2 trailers together, so there you go. Everything I asked for as a kid, that's all I asked for a kid. Family, somebody to love me unconditionally and never leave me. Double wide on land. A double wide on land. And then this last one here. And to make to heaven, you know. I want to hear welcome in my go to table servant, not go over there to the go aisle.
To the what?
You know, all the Pentecostals, they always say, get over, banish you to the go aisle.
Oh, I didn't know they said that. So they're referring to separating the sheep from the goats? Oh, I thought you were talking about like Baphomet or something over there. I was like, what?
I'm going to keep this semi-secret. And this is going to be a series of videos.
They can kind of see that.
And this is going to be a series on my channel of watch what God does. And trust me, going into this, y'all are going to be so confused. But you're going to get the story by the end of it. You know I got to tell you the story by the end of it.
They're going to start figuring stuff out when we start doing stuff too. I guarantee it. You're going to probably have about 10 people in the comments that be like, oh, I know what this is. Y'all
go ahead. If you think you know by the end of this video, y'all go ahead and leave them in the comments. I don't think y'all are going to get it though.
I don't know. You got some smart ones in there.
Y'all ever made a dry lot? Me neither. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. All right, Shane. What do we always say?
What do we always say? We always say, "Let's go, girls."
Car, but we hit the road. Doesn't matter where we go and destination unknown. I don't care where the motor stops. 'Cause when I want it, then I want it chill.
We got the landscape fabric here, but we really need the mats that we just got at Royal King. We have to. We spent like 30 minutes outside of Royal King looking like crazy people trying to fit rolled up mats like sushi into the back of a minivan. Heavy duty landscape fabric. Going down with some landscape fabric staple.
I don't care about the back home. It's Cincinnati, baby. I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're waiting.
Mosquitoes bite me, bro. Stop it.
It's not a mosquito, that's sweat bee.
Baby, I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the
Canadians know how to make their mats.
You made in Canada?
Made in Canada.
The one in half?
Wait, what do you mean split the other one in half? You're not cutting that.
Yeah, Cincinnati, baby. Cincinnati, baby. We're in the get-go. Next place, give me someone. I could dance with you beneath the stars. 'Cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah,
We have a lot of ground to cover with this landscape fabric. Plot twist, we had to go back and get a second roll. They were both covering 600 square feet. So this is roughly over 1,200 square feet.
I feel kinda dizzy when I'm staring at you. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the back home. It's Cincinnati, baby. I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Yeah. Cincinnati, baby. Cincinnati, baby.
So a better person than I would have dug out footing underneath this heavy-duty landscape fabric. They also would have used a woven geo-textile sort of fabric, but to stay within my budget, I decided to go heavy-duty landscape fabric, and we didn't dig out footing underneath, only because we plan to put gravel on top of gravel on top of gravel over a long amount of time. Sand incorporated also, so I talked to a lot of people who I've been asking questions and seeking advice from who really know what they're doing in this area that we're venturing out into, and they said that this should suffice given that we plan on adding even more gravel and even more sand over time and not wanting just this first load of gravel to last for several years. This is only the beginning. It's our first load and it's almost 10 tons and there is going to be a lot more to come. We're just going to layer it on top and continue doing that over a large period of time to keep it from being a mud hole and keep it dry. You know, you got to keep the dry lot dry. When starting this part of the project, I had every intention on finishing out the gravel before we moved on to the next part of the project. But then I realized while in the middle of spreading out gravel that we need a perimeter to rake up to, and the landscape fabric doesn't give an even perimeter. So we're going to pause on this and start on the perimeter soon. So, I started shoveling out gravel. Made a little dent in it. Shane came behind me, shoveling gravel, made a bigger dent behind me. We both made contributing dents, but look at the dent we made after shoveling for like 45 minutes. That's a long time to shovel gravel. That's our dent. Huh? That's our dent that we made. 45 minutes of shoveling gravel.
I think that's pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody might get in those comments and laugh at us.
Yeah, somebody's definitely going to get in the comments and laugh at us. Ooh. I do have my water bottle as a pillow right now, though. If I thought this day of the project was hard, nothing could have prepared me for the second day. I will say, while the first day was hard, the days did get easier as we got used to the motion of shoveling gravel. We hadn't ever really worked with spreading gravel before, so we didn't know what to expect, and we tried a lot of different methods, as you can see here. We tried the shoveling with a mini shovel, we tried the raking out, we tried all these different ways, and the best way that we could come up with that we could get a good groove in was literally shoveling smaller piles into a wheelbarrow and then wheelbarrowing those piles out into the dry lot and then dumping them in places that we thought we could spread from. So there was a bunch of little mini piles, but it actually helped out in the long run because it gave us a lot of mini piles to spread from. Keep in mind the fabric you see laid out right now in the video is only half of the fabric. There's more. I tried helping Shane as much as possible. I am directionally challenged though, and nothing on me can agree. My leg don't ever agree with my arm, and my arm don't ever agree with my leg, and I have major motor skill issues, but I was out here because I got weight to lose. Your girl has a whole nother person to lose, honestly, and I've been struggling, and I've been trying to use the land that God gave me. I've showed you guys over on Instagram. I've been trying to use it to help me in this situation I'm in, and this was helping me a whole lot. I was sore from head to toe for the first few days, but people always say it gets easier over time, and I can tell you from living it, it absolutely does get easier over time. I thought I was going to die this day, and now I can do this almost 2 weeks later, and it doesn't feel that way no more. So it still is a chore, it still is an effort, but it's not as hard on my body because I'm slowly teaching my body it's good to move. And it's not that I'm not used to moving, I'm used to moving a lot. I can count on one hand how many times I've sat on my couch just this week. My brain requires me to move all of the time, but my moving is in the house, moving, fiddle farting around, not outdoor manual labor. So I'm trying to teach my body that outdoor manual labor, that outdoor manual movement is good for it too. Like, yeah, lugging around 270 pounds is hard, but this is necessary.
I thought it was about as big as yours.
Yeah.
Almost.
Not a contest. Alright, ready to swap out?
Yeah. It's to a contest.
You won't win.
In my defense, they looked about the same size on the other side. We had like record-breaking heat waves here in Tennessee this week, and the week that we were working on this, the heat index was over 100. It was absolutely insane. So we work on this all evening long, and we figured we would do the shoveling and the dumping this evening because we hadn't planned on working on this again until the next afternoon. So we took turns going back and forth, just shoveling piles, as many piles as we could get this evening, onto the dry lot so that we could spread it later, because spreading in 100-degree heat felt a lot easier than shoveling and dumping in 100-degree heat. I love his vibe, always. You always have the best vibe, Colton. Even though we hadn't planned on coming out until the next afternoon, I knew I was going to have to pull my weight with this project, so I had already started planning on coming out here first thing in the morning before anybody else to get as much as I could get done. That way, 6 o'clock in the morning is a lot cooler, even though it might be really hot during this era of Tennessee weather. It is a lot cooler than 6 p.m. in the evening. I planned to be out here working before anybody else the next morning because I wanted to pull my weight in this. I always try to pull my own weight in everything we do. Sometimes it doesn't look like labor. Sometimes it's the planning process or the thought process or the budgeting. But I always try to make it half and half. That way it's not overbearing on one person. And in this situation, Shane has adopted my dreams. So I'm letting him know, hey, you're my partner, not my genie. I'm in this with you and I'm pulling what I need to get this done.
You lucky ducky.
Wish I had his energy, don't you?
Yeah. There was a time I did, and then 25 showed up. And then I had about a half of what he had, and then 30 showed up. And I had about a fourth of what he had.
That's when he started losing
35
his hair.
showed up. Now, I'm doing good to have a tenth of what he's got.
I'm sunburnt. Also, is that a bear in a cave? I don't know. Shane and I just took an ibuprofen break where we just guzzled ibuprofen. Thank you, Miss Ray.
You're welcome.
We ended day one with a really big dent in our gravel pile and half of the dry lot covered in landscape fabric. It was a good start. But boy, did we have some work ahead of us. Good morning. You probably hear the birds. It is 6:18 on the dot. And I went to bed at like midnight last night. After working on this all day. And I need to get a lot of this done because Shane is wore out from working and doing this yesterday. So I need to get a lot of this done before he wakes up. This is a big job in itself. Working and doing this is crazy. So I'm going to see how much I can get done before he gets up this morning. And hopefully I can knock a lot of it out. We got a good start yesterday, but today we need to start on phase 2 of this process. And it involves nothing of this. So I'm going to start shoveling and spreading. 6:18 in the morning feels a lot cooler than 6:18 in the evening yesterday. So the more I can get done of this morning, the better. I've really been throwing myself into land chores and farm chores to help me lose this weight. It's to the point where I've lost so much weight and I've gained weight, and then I've lost weight and then gained weight, and I've lost weight and I've gained weight. And that's how my body has operated for as long as I've been alive. Literally, I was 12 years old running from one end of the trailer that I grew up in to the other end of the trailer that I grew up in and guzzling water because a doctor called me fat. And a 12-year-old doesn't know anything about metabolism. They don't know anything about lifestyle habits. They don't know anything about that. So I did and processed that the best way I knew how to, and it was move and drink water. And I'm here to tell you that 34-year-old Marina is not much different than a 12-year-old Marina, where I'm like, okay, move and water. That's all I know to do. 12-year-old me had no one to hold her accountable. So God gave me 130,000 friends too.
Shine on. Shine, 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 shine on. Ain't nobody gonna rain on my parade. You can't keep me from having a good day. Got this feeling I'm carrying. With this outlook, all I do is win. The only limit is in your mind. There's always another level that you emotions may be swinging, but you know what I'm bringing. Ooh, shine on, shine on. Be a spark in the dark, light the way. Shine on.
I said it was gonna be cooler out here, but the only difference is there's not a sun beating down on me right now like there was yesterday. But yonder above the hills, you can see it's coming. It's slowly rising. Taking a break. My glasses are fogged up, but I got some little buddies out here with me. You could go over and grab a shovel, Georgie. That's my favorite chicken, by the way. I know I shouldn't have favorites. I know, but she's named after my papa. She's my favorite. Ain't ya? And she just chills with me all the time. Oh, can y'all see the sun? It's poking through. It's coming up. All right, this is my progress from this morning. I was able to do some shovelfuls, but mostly I spent my time spreading it out to see where we would need like some piles for bare spots. Shane's out here now, grabbing up some piles. It is just before noon, so I quite literally spent several hours this morning working on this. I want to be done with this part in the next hour before 1 o'clock because it's supposed to start heating up pretty quickly. So if we can get it done with this part at 1 o'clock, it gives us time to do a Lowe's run to get the stuff, the supplies for the next phase of what we're doing in today's video.
People talk, try to bring you down. They see your flame and they try to take your crown. Find the things that build you up. Find the people that give you love. It's that love that shines so bright. You lose your way when it's out of sight. It's the light you hold, don't let it fade away. Look after it every day. Shine on, shine on. Be a spark in the dark, light the way, and shine on. Shine on, shine on, light the way, shine on, yeah, shine on, shine on, light the way, shine.
We're getting done with the landscape fabric, and as Shane's laying down the landscape fabric over there, I'm going in and finishing up spreading a lot of this gravel on this side. We still have a lot to spread there, and then we also have to do loads up to the edge of the area that we're doing. I'm getting eat up. I got on shorts with house shoes. I got on shorts with the house shoes, but it's slowly coming together. We just really need to get the gravel down and the gravel spread by around 1 o'clock because it's already heating up. It's totally different from this morning when I was out here. Like already it feels like a sauna out here. So we really need to get this done by 1 because that's when it's really gonna heat up, and then give it a little while. Once it starts cooling down this evening, we'll start phase 2, and that is gonna be difficult in itself, but it's not gonna be as manual of a labor as shoveling spreading has felt like, because we went through half of our load of gravel and we had tons of gravel. So So it has been constant shovel, spread, shovel, spread. And while I was watching some people who have done this before to get some ideas on people who are, I talked to a lot of people around me, and I've inquired about a lot of stuff from people who, like, I'm right under a spider web. I've inquired about, let me get y'all down here so you can see the fullness of what we've been doing. I've inquired about what to do from people who are seasoned in it. And then I got people personally helping me who are seasoned in it. I'm not going off of experience myself because I have none, but I've got my trust in a lot of experienced people who have a lot of experience. So it's like one of them said, doing this will give you tennis elbow if you're not careful. And at first I was like, oh, why? And I can see now. You're constantly moving your arms. I've got blisters all over my hands and fingers.
Well, that's because you go. Love 2.
I literally have blisters all over my hands and fingers. I really need to be wearing gloves, but can't be bothered. Yeah, we're seeing the finish line with this first phase, but it's still going to be a hot minute until we see the finish line with the actual whole entire thing that we're working on. So like I said, the important part is just to keep on moving. Just keep on moving. We're going to finish off the gravel part of this area. See this sweat dripping off my face? Progress is what it's looking like. I'm just saying, if I ain't lost 500 pounds by in the morning, I'm going to God for a refund. JK, that's my bad. That's all them little Debbies I had at like 10. Dang it. I absolutely love my van. It's practically a covered truck at this point. I absolutely love it. We can literally put anything in here. 8-foot pieces. Y'all don't mind my hairy legs and my big white hot dog thighs either. Sleeves my problems right now. Dig a hole. After just chasing down all my goats, I decided to headbutt the fence. Now, I gotta get these holes dug. And I forgot my mic inside, but y'all are probably thankful for that because after the footage I edited last night, good mess. I didn't think my voice could get much more annoying. I was pretty wrong. But I just hit rock. I got my neighbor on the tractor, my goat's hollering at me, and my chicken's clucking. I think Sanji is still crowing since this morning. So you're gonna hear the farm noises. But, woo! The girl just dug her first foot deep hole with a hole digger. And I don't say foot deep hole lightly. Come look at this. I can fit my foot in it, man. What? Woo! Somebody falls in that, they're breaking an ankle, so we gotta get a post in here. Gonna do some cement to cement the post down. Gonna just pour dry cement and then put water on top of it, so we ain't gotta like mix it in a bucket or nothing. And then what's there? 4x4s. We're doing those for the corner posts. Doing those for the corner posts and for the other posts for the fence as well, because this is gonna be a fancy wooden fence. Y'all will see other stuff, that other fence we're doing around other places later. But for this project, wooden fence, 4x4s every 6 feet. A lot of 4x4s for this amount of square footage. But the first hole is dug, and that's all that matters. I got sweat in my eyes.
Phase 4, phase 5, phase 6.
We're gonna pair phase.
30.
Actually, phase 1's kind of get paired in here too, because we're actually digging the post holes before we finish the gravel, just so we have a perimeter to rake up to. But we're just gonna put all the phases together. Forget that we're doing it in phases thing. That sounded real nice at the beginning of this video. Now that we're actually in it, we're doing it in phase whatever, as long as it gets jumbled, whatever, as long as it gets done. So phase 1, 2, and 3 are all garfunkeled together, but they'll all get accomplished around the same time, and that's just what we need. Hopefully now, I'm not sounding like I know everything, because girl don't know squat, but hopefully, prayerfully, Lord willing, everything gets done at the same time when it's supposed to get done. I said I don't say foot deep hole lightly. Don't say it for nothing, and stuck my foot in there to measure it. I should have said it lightly because it was only 10 inches. Shane had to go so much further. I thought I had hit like 24 inches. I thought I was being modest by saying like it was a foot hole. I thought it was like 2 foot deep hole. It was not. So the trend with the hole digging was I would usually get around 10 inches down, and then Shane would have to bust through rock so we could get it deeper to put our 4x4 posts in, because they have to be deeper than just 10 inches. So I would usually get to around 10 inches. That's where our slab of rock is usually around for some reason. And Shane would bust through the rock with his pickaxe, and then he would go the rest of the way. And that's kind of what we did with almost every single hole dug around the perimeter of this dry lot. Don't mind the woolly legs. I know, PSA right now, I'm just letting the world know that Fearfully Created does not shave above her knee. If y'all had my legs, you'd understand it's like treading a long valley to get to where I need to be, and my arms just don't cooperate. Remember earlier when I told you my arms and my legs can't come to an agreement? Yeah, no, try being me and shaving above your knee, behind your knee. Absolutely not. So the back of my knee and above is none of my business. So don't make it any of yours either. I don't know. I mean, you can if you want to, I guess. But I ain't invested in the back of my knee and above, so I'm not making it my business. If you want to make it yours, though, go right ahead. My bigger issue is the outdoor house shoes. I've got to get rid of those things. I have to get rid of those things. They go everywhere with me. They've been through some stuff, but I can no longer be a Fisher Price farmer and wear these house shoes. I've actually got to get legit about it. I 100% call myself a Fisher Price farmer because I am a play farmer right now. But that can change, and it will change. Day 3. We are out here. I waited till the evening to come out here today. I haven't been waiting till the evening to come out here. But I'm not sick in Jesus' name. Just not feeling the best. I've got a really bad cough, and my sinuses is all crazy, and I had a slight fever today. That being said, I still have to get this done. So we're out here and we're going to continue working on the front portion here that we were working on yesterday. Might be good for my fever to sweat a little bit, honestly. And then continue getting the landscape fabric stapled down. We ran out of staples yesterday. We went through 100 that fast. So we got more. And while Shane is working on this front part, I'm going to go around and I'm going to staple the rest of the landscape fabric down to make sure that it's stapled and it's not moving anywhere. We got it.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but if I actually lived in a world of Dungeons and Dragons, they'd call me Shane the Mountain Cleaver, because I'm cleaving rock.
Look how smooth it is.
My hands are so shaky though right now, where it's like reverberating back into my body every time I hit. But look at that.
I'm telling you, that sickness came out of nowhere. I really am starting to believe that my body was kind of having a reaction to to the farming labor. That sounds so stupid. It actually sounded legit in my head. But it wasn't allergies, because I'm outside with the animals every day. So I don't know what it was, but I got to the point where I couldn't even talk. I tried to help as much as I could, but Shane really only got the posts in this day.
Welcome to day 4 of Pompeii. Karina can't talk much right now because her voice is going out, but baby girl is still out here working like a farmer. She dug a whole 10 inches there in the ground. I had to come in and help there on the end, but trying to keep her from doing too much. But you know, she's excited about this project, so she's gonna be out here regardless. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 posts in the ground. We gotta get 1 more post put in along with a gate, and then we're gonna start working on some slats, and then we got a little cosmetic item to work on, and that'll complete this row. Correct, Mundo? Huh. I never did an intro where I never got interrupted or a grocery haul. Got nothing to say, Fearfully Created. This could be revolutionary. But if you close your eyes. So I just made a funny discovery. I was getting ready to get these J hinges off here, and they had an O-ring on them to keep them from moving. But I got a better look at the O-ring and I got cracked up. Pretty sure these are banding rings for goats. How would I know? Oh, I don't know. Farmer Shane just banded a goat the other day. I banded several, actually. Not to toot my own horn or anything. Becoming quite the farmer these days. I told Rena I'm gonna buy me a cowboy hat with my 6 goats and my few chickens and my ducks. Yeehaw! That's my ranch. Thank you for stopping by. Awesomely Ranch. It's J-Hinge time.
If your patience hasn't ever been tested, go install you a gate. We had this J-hinge gate that we had to put up, and everything looked like it was going so smoothly until the very end. So much so that we were celebrating being able to put it over the J-hinges that we had to put inside of these 4x4s. And we were like, woo, it swings, heck yeah. But we didn't take into consideration that we had to put in the right side where the 4x4 goes, that the latch goes on for the gate, and the measurements were off. And if the measurements for the gate was off, it meant the measurements for every single post that we had put in thus far was off too. Meaning we had to go from scratch. We had to knock everything we had already spent time and work on this day. We had to do it all over. Right now we're celebrating because the gate swings. Here in a second you will see we're not celebrating anymore. It was a hard lesson to learn, but I'm glad we learned it while we did, because we have other gates going up within this project. This was only the first one, and it was the smallest one. If this had happened with one of the bigger ones, it would have been a whole bigger issue. Mind you, all this is going on and the goats decide to escape. Carrie! Carrie! Come here! Come here! Hi, Curry. Mr. Curry, who happens to be my favorite goat of them all, but don't tell Coleslaw, decided he was going to parkour over the fence, and he never does that. He just decided in one of the most crucial parts of this whole ordeal, he decided he was going to go for a stroll. Curry, you're giving dinosaur right now. What are you doing? Tree star. Yeah.
This is not giving me a solution, but I found another one.
We spent the entire evening trying to fix the measurements for the gate area and trying to move around the posts to where they needed to be. And we thought we had it fixed because we went to put the gate back up and it looked better and it looked like there was more room. We didn't take into consideration the actual latch though, and where the latch would fall on the 4x4. So here we're adding the horizontal slats because we think it's time to do that, when in reality we should have kept going on the gate and not moved from the gate and finished out the gate part of the project and then moved to this part. Do you see what I mean earlier when I said we bounced around too much? It's a process, and all these uh-ohs are teaching us what not to do the next time we tackle something like this. But definitely, if I could do it over again, we would stick to one thing, finish out that one thing, and then move on from that thing onto something else and not bounce around entirely too much, because we ended up not having the right size for the gate. Shane ended up being out here at 1:30 in the morning fixing posts again for a third time. Believe it or not, that caused us issues with what we were working on. The horizontal pieces, it caused us huge issues with those 1x6s, because then the 1x6s were no longer 6 foot long. They were having to be longer, and we had already sawed down the 6 foot ones, so we had to use new ones. And then longer 1x6s are not stable. They can't be used by themselves. So we actually had to get advice to go back and brace them with 2x4s. It was a whole ordeal, and Shane ended the night at 1:30 in the morning out here digging up posts and moving them around at 1:30 in the morning with his big old shop light out here. It was a time.
We got in the house at 1:30.
Yeah, we got in. I mean, I had went in before that. You decided to stay out here and re-dig all of the post holes.
Yeah.
To line up the posts.
Well, I had a vacuum lesson yesterday. Having some foresight into what we're doing.
The posts were good.
Yeah.
They were in there. They were in there.
Oh, they were in there.
But they weren't lined up completely 100% lined up. And so Shane noticed that when we were about to hang the gate last night and it didn't fit. And he was like, uh-oh. So I tried to get him to wait till today. But y'all saw the footage. He was out here till 1 o'clock. I literally came out here at 11:30 something and tried my hardest to get him to come in. I was like, Shane, this is crazy. This is wild work, man. Get in the house. But he's hard-headed, and he was out here till 1 o'clock this morning, straightening up these poles. And might I say, they are straight now.
Yeah. I just got to get this last one, and this last one happens to be sitting right where a meteorite sits. Trying to bust. All I have to bust through is about ½ an inch. That's all I got to get through, but it's solid. Look at this. I'm literally having to chip pieces off of a big rock in there. And it's just an inch or ½ inch. That's all I like. But I'm almost there.
Shane went through and marked up everywhere we would need the top of our horizontal pieces. That way we could just move down the line with a leveler versus doing a string test like people usually do. Well, it looks like we might have another storm headed here. Right on cue. Yeah, I think we do. But this is what the fence is looking like this evening. We are getting somewhere. Now that we have the spacing figured out and it's all good, we're able to just move. And it's not a bunch of calculating and stuff every single row, which is good. We're getting somewhere that way. We tried to work as quickly as possible with the storm coming in because we wanted to at least get the front of the fence done. Not completely finished because we still have the 1x4 pieces of trim like wood that goes on the front to cover up where the seams of each horizontal piece butt up together. And then we also had to cut off the top of the 4x4s above the fence line so that it looked even, because that's kind of the look I was going for. But we wanted the main things done that way whenever the storm stopped and we could start this off the next time we went to work on it, that we would be ready to go. Day I've lost count, but it's finally starting to look like a fence. Well, here we go again, the trend of the video. We get in the groove and then it storms.
It's not like I'm not on a time crunch or anything. Hey, you want to show them what I did? So I got a lot of forces working against me right now. Not Jesus. Jesus never works against me. So I've got a little bit of a security system in place. I got me Bible scripture on here. And I'm going to start putting Bible scripture on every single post down through here. I'm going to stop having all these forces work against me. For greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Yeah!
The I am Moana in the background.
I am Moana! Will you unplug that green cord when you're done doing that?
Oh, man. Hey, Shane. How you doing? How's your mom doing?
I'm wet. You know what? It's been so hot that I'm thankful for the rain. But maybe show up when it's not time and I'm asleep. Christian expletive.
That was a lot of Christian expletives.
Cookie Monster, I tell you what.
It's not funny no more. Yeah, Shane. Come on. I got my ear. I'm inside now. Woo. I know. I just had a piece of hail hit my eardrum. I literally had hail go in my ear. Come on.
You just knew I was hot. I need to get so much done.
Woo.
Look at my little fade tree getting a bath.
I'll get deja vu. I got deja vu. As soon as the storm settled down, Shane got out here, started digging holes while the ground was wet, and that was daggone genius. Has it helped?
Yeah, I got that one pretty good. This one would be going good. I've run into a really thick root.
Oh, we were worried about the roots on this side because the trees, the fairy forest we call it there, and then on the other side we have, you know, rocks. So on one side we got roots, one side we got rocks.
It ain't nothing what a pickaxe can't handle though.
Shane and his pickaxe. Kimmy came out here the other day when he saw him doing it and said, Minecraft!
Yeah, he went, Minecraft!
Shane was not playing when he said he felt like he lived on a meteorite because it is so rocky. The grass is gorgeous and the land is beautiful and it's luscious, and you wouldn't think that there is all rock, slabs of rock underneath the ground. But on one side it's rock and on the other it's root. So Shane took his saw and just went in and started hacking the roots away.
I've been fighting this one for about 15 or 20 minutes. That right there.
That's huge.
One of the coolest features of our land is when you're getting hot while working. I'll be like, man, it's so hot.
The weather was really throwing us for a loop because our weather app would say light rain and it would come a almost tsunami. It was wild. The weather app wasn't correlating with the weather at all, and we were having these pop-up surprise massive thunderstorms, so we really didn't know what to do. It was unpredictable, so we had to go in between and during spurts where it wasn't raining as hard or it wasn't raining at all, and try to put and cram as much work time into these projects as we possibly could in order to get this done around our schedule of already doing things in life and work and stuff like that. So it was definitely a thing to navigate, but we did it, and we also got the gate and latch thing fixed, so that was absolutely a hallelujah moment. Trade finger on my hair, pin trigger. My chicken is actually crazy. Sabrina.
Is she sunny?
Yeah, she's sunbathing. She was dirtbag. Look, the other one's doing it too. What's wrong with them? Oh my gosh.
They want to hang out.
What y'all doing? Why y'all playing dead? They think they're possums.
They're like, we hope that if we hang out with you, you'll give us a cheer.
Y'all are actually crazy. Like, actually. Sabrina, get up. You're being dramatic. Sabrina!
Never in my life have I ever seen a more perfect name for a chicken. Wiliest chicken on the planet.
She is the wiliest chicken on the planet. Now, this one, Precious. That's my girl's baby right there. Like, they're besties. She'll just come through cuddling the chicken. Sabrina, no. Sabrina.
Oh, you know who doesn't like Sabrina Carpenter?
Is dramatic. Always.
You know who doesn't like her?
What, who?
Duncan.
Duncan doesn't like Sabrina?
Every morning.
Hi, baby. How you doing today, Miss Ma'am? How you doing today? That's the one I saved from a hawk. Literally, it threw it up against the house, and I had to come out here and fight off a hawk to get this chicken away from it. And ever since, she's been so tamed and loved on us. I think she knows that I saved her life that day. She just heard her mans and perked up. She's being dramatic because he ain't showing her any attention. As the farm turns. She's like, he wasn't paying no attention, I'm out. For real, if you come over here and you peck my feet, we got beef, we got chicken. Exactly what it was. She's trying to get his attention. We got this latch. It's a two-way latch from Amazon, so I can swing the gate either inward or outward, which is exactly what I needed. I was worried about whether I'd have to choose between it going inward or outward and didn't know which one to choose. So this one goes both ways. And then I went in to grab something to drink, and I sat down, and I got stung 8 times by a wasp. It literally stung me in the butt twice. It stung me on the chest twice, and it stung me 3 times down my arm, and then on my stomach. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times. 8 times. And they all whelped up like this. And to this day, as I'm doing this voiceover, they are still whelped up. Even the ones on my butt. Day 40 billion of Shane being out here and a rainstorm popping up.
Let me tell you what, I've been out here in the sun all day. I'll gladly take a shower. This is my manna right now, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is nice.
Man, out of nowhere.
This is a summer shower. Let's get to work.
Oh my gosh.
I've tried, written down the words to say it is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out, wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby, you're the one. And tonight, I am going all.
You could get like some ASMR rain shots.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do, Shane.
Say I love you, ooh, 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 and all the things that you do, ooh, ooh, sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hair, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my hands, now I'm all confused. Turning gold into sand, don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath away. Yeah, 'cause when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you, ooh, 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 and all the things that you do, ooh, ooh, sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hair, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is let you know that when you touch my hair, it all just goes away. The things I plan to say, oh baby, what I am trying to do is let you know that when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I plan, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you, and all the things that you do. I'm so in love with you. Ooh, ooh, it sounds so stupid now. What I am trying to do, what I am trying to do, what I am trying to do is say I love you.
I mentioned the 1x6s earlier and how my sources and the people I'm getting advice from and seeking info from, they differ on their opinions when it comes to the 1x6s. But I will say from experience, having to stretch out the 1x6s whenever we had to fix the measurements and stuff, anything over 6 foot, I would not do 1x6s ever again on, and we won't do it moving forward. But the ones we've already done, we'll go back and we'll brace them with 2x4s because I don't really want to do hot wire or any other fencing on the inside of this. I went through and spread out the remaining gravel we had from the first load. We're finally starting to see the vision, but this is only the beginning. Next episode, we're tackling what I think is going to be the hardest part. And I know I say that after everything we've been through already with the weather and the measurements and everything, but I still believe this next part will be one of the hardest parts, but we're here for it. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope that y'all have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'm not quite sure whenever episode 2 will air, but if you hit the notification bell beside my name on the channel, Fearfully Created, then it should let you know as soon as I post the episode 2, and I'll also let you know on my other platforms. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. We love you guys so much, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Until I see you again, I love you guys. Be safe.